As any law student or practicing lawyer knows, doing legal research is a key part of legal practice. Whether it's looking up a case to cite for a brief that's due to a judge in an hour, or it's a law student citing the latest constitutional treatise found in the latest law review article, legal research is absolutely critical to the life of any lawyer. Traditionally, as we all know, that research has been centered around a particular place, typically a law library. Stacks of books, granite columns, quiet spaces to work. But we also know the digital revolution has changed everything. Law journals are now digitized. Cases are now digitized. Indeed, the practice itself is a digital-only publication, which has fundamentally challenged law libraries and how they operate in this new 21st century. But law libraries are also responding to these new challenges. Indeed, here at Harvard Law School, we found one particularly innovative project that the law school library was undertaking. It's called the Harvard Law School Library Innovation Lab. The Innovation Lab really has three main goals. One, to think about what does it mean to be a library in the 21st century. Two, how does that intersect with technology and technological change? And three, how do both of those things contribute to law and the practice of law? One of the Library Innovations Lab's most innovative projects is something called the Case Law Action Project. The basic idea is most of US case law exists in books, in bound volumes that have to be updated on a continuum basis, that take up a lot of space, and that would typically exist only in one location, or only the location in which those books are physically placed. They also are therefore limited to who can access those books. You have to be able to go to a physical place, go to a library, go to a law firm to read them. The Case Law Action Project seeks to do really one big thing. It really seeks to both democratize and standardize these case law. What the project is doing is it's literally taking the thousands, indeed millions of pages of US case law that the Harvard Law School Library has. They're taking the books, they're slicing off the spines, they're scanning in every single page of every single piece of US case law, making it machine readable, making it standardized because it's all forming one common database, digitizing it so it's readable, and ultimately making it open source, or at least open source in a sense, so that developers are able to use this database to develop applications, search tools, widgets, other methods of interacting with this data that lawyers, law students, even the general public might be able to use. That is completely revolutionary. The Harvard Law School Innovation Lab also has other projects, some as simple as creating a system for permanent links, what they call permalink, in order to be able to cite an online source or an online journal article in a court brief and have that link always active and always workable. Libraries are also reinventing themselves in broader, more conceptual ways. Indeed, in the practice, in an interview between the heads of the libraries of Harvard and Georgetown, we heard a little bit about that. Michelle Wu, the head of the libraries at Georgetown, said that when she first went to law school, libraries were a meeting place where people could exchange ideas, exchange knowledge, where law librarians were a critical resource in understanding where to find particular pieces of information and whether those particular pieces of information had provenance and where they were coming from and the background to them. With the democratization of knowledge, which everyone admits is a good thing, knowledge is now everywhere, and you can Google basically anything. The challenge, however, is that not all knowledge is created equal, and we need to make sure that the knowledge that we use and that we rely on is accurate. So in her Speaker's Corner interview, Michelle Wu noted that this is a purpose, a 21st century purpose of law libraries. Indeed, law librarians Their entire essence is to understand where knowledge comes from, where we can find it, what its sources are. So even in this age of Googling knowledge, law libraries actually have a critical importance of helping us to understand what is accurate, what is sourceable, and how we might engage with it in responsible ways.